because I think they're kind of cool, and then I try to look to see if any guy posted about me. And I actually posted there once, like, there's this there's this person who works at a certain market who's very attractive. And I've actually gone on a couple of blind dates, but one was horrible and the other, like, we missed each other. So yeah, no success stories. I went on this date. I wouldn't call it a date. It was more like, let's meet up. Let's just like see what the other person is like. So I saw this posting. I thought it was kind of attractive. He said he was like sensitive and good looking, blah blah blah. And then we exchanged pictures, and he was not that bad looking. So we decided to meet up at Ruby Sky in the city. So I went there, and he was there, and he was okay, just average, kind of smaller guy, Indian guy, I think. But he smelled. He smelled pretty bad, and like I think he had just come from work and he had a long day, but we went into the club anyway, and then like he said that he would like offer to pay, but he didn't, so I ended up paying for the cover charge, but whatever, I don't really care about that, but still, he said he was gonna pay. But anyway, so we got into the club, and then he was dancing, but like he said he was like a decent dancer, but he kept doing the same moves over and over again. So after a little bit of like trying to tolerate his BO and his, dancing, I kind of told him like, oh, I want to kind of go. But he wanted to stay. So I was like, okay. And then I just left. And then afterwards, I think I emailed him back, and I was like, you know what? Let me give you some advice. I was like, you should try to, smell nice when you come out for a date. And he was like, oh, did I smell? I'm like, yeah, you did. And then I told him like, oh, try not to do the same moves, blah blah blah. And he was like, you know what, you're not such a great dancer either. And then he went off. So I was like, all right, bye fella. And then no more contact after that. So that was a bad date. The rants and raves section of the Craigslist is quite interesting. I see a lot of postings about like, people's opinions basically about like let's say, for example, like Asian men have small dicks or something, and then a bunch of people, post replies to that, and then there's a big war, people trying to give their views, and it's basically a lot of issues that are not really like mine. I see a lot of issues that pertain to like, oh, I hate the women in the Bay Area.